Hi, I'm Debra. Our devotional reading for today is the 19th verse of the 27th chapter of Matthew. While he was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife sent word to him, "Have nothing to do with that innocent man, for today I have suffered a great deal because of a dream about him." Pontius Pilate, who was about to decide whether Jesus would be set free or condemned to death, received a message from his wife. She shared with Pilate that she had a dream about Jesus, which caused her great suffering, and she urged Pilate not to condemn that innocent man to death. Two things really stood out for me when I read this passage. The first is that Pilate's wife had what we'd call a bad dream, even a nightmare perhaps, that contained a message of great importance. I have a friend here I'd like you to meet. Do you pay attention to your dreams? Some say dreams are meaningless. Some say they're just the chatter of neurons firing randomly in our brains as we sleep. But others believe that dreams are full of meaning. Some say they predict future events. Some, like my friend Sigmund here, say they show us important aspects of our psychological world and our relationships. Apparently, Pilate held to the random chatter theory of dreams. He didn't really pay attention to his wife and her dream. Her message didn't cause him to change his course, and we hear no more about Pilate's wife in the gospel reading. The second thing that struck me about this passage is that it's embedded in what seems to be an inexorable movement towards Jesus' crucifixion. Here we find Jesus on trial, facing death, even though he's innocent of any crime for which the Romans would ordinarily condemn citizens to death. He's an innocent prisoner, and he's going to be innocent when he's executed. Pilate's wife knows this. Pilate himself knows this. Yet he seems paralyzed, incapable of acting justly on what he knows. A major theme in Matthew's story is that the failure of humans in positions of power or closeness to Jesus to take responsibility and stand up for Jesus and for justice and truth. We have heard in earlier readings how Peter denied that he knew Jesus, how Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, and now Pilate denies his inner promptings and ignores his wife's plea. He acts in his own self-interest to preserve his own power. The passage causes me to reflect on how often I have ignored important messages that have been conveyed to me. Sometimes I sense in myself an intuition about a situation, or I receive messages from others about a situation, but I can't accept and let myself know what the message says because the truths are inconvenient for me or they threaten my own security. May God strengthen us to hear God's messages to us and to do God's will. Amen.